What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Rambling Garage. Today we're going to be working on the GTA that you can barely see behind me here. I just got it back on the ground from the previous video that we did. We're going to be switching out the hatch hinges on this thing, and a lot of what I read online is that this is a two-person job. I don't think it is. We're going to try and do it one person. I'm going to show you how. The basis of this video is going to be we're going to pop this thing up. We're going to have the struts on there still. We're going to do one hatch hinge at a time, and we're going to take our time. And we should be able to do it by ourselves, keep the hatch on the car, and it should look pretty good. So I don't know where I put them, but I bought, oh, here they are, right in front of me. I bought some hinges on Amazon. I'll put the link in the description below. They are Hawks knockoffs, basically. So these guys here, they are made out of aluminum. They have it looks like a brass bushing in there, and they should be direct replacements. A couple things to note about these guys is when you get them, a lot of people break their glass when they do this. Two things. The bolts that go through the glass, these guys, I got new ones too. You can get them on Amazon. I will share the link to these, but I'm not super happy with them. I had to get 2 full sets to find 4 of them that didn't look like they've been bouncing around for 6 years. So I'll post the links so you guys have a reference. I would probably buy them elsewhere. But one thing that people get wrong on these, they tighten those too far, or they don't realize that these are directional. So I don't know how well you guys can see there. Doesn't look like very well. But there's an L right there. So these are, you see now, they are side specific. So this is an L. It's going to go on the left side, the driver's side. And you'll see that when you look at them, they have a bit of an angle here. They're not just straight. So that's not a good way to show you how they have an angle. How can I show you how they have an angle? I don't know, just trust me, they're angled. They're angled to match the glass, and if you put them on backwards, you're going to create tension on your glass and it's going to break. And then you're going to have to find new glass. New glass around here seems to be pretty easy to find, but I've heard it can be difficult. So be careful, use the right one. If yours do not have these on it, compare it to the one you're taking off. They are different angles, they are different spacing here. So you can see where like the bracket is here, or I guess the hinge. So it's not dead center. So pay attention to that or you will break it. You will have to buy new glass and you'll probably be pretty pissed off. On top of that, I use this, it's an 1/8 inch rubber. Use it as like a little gasket on the body side. You have to do that so that it sits flush, the hatch sits flush. I don't know if you can see here. Where's my finger at? It's over here somewhere. But the hatch has been off this car before when it was repainted. They didn't do this. They put some sort of gasket in there, but it's like 1/4 inch, so the hatch sits a little too low. We're gonna fix that. The main reason we're doing this is you can't see it, but the passenger side hatch, it sits further back like that. And then it just sits a little off-centered. So we're gonna get it perfectly straight. We're gonna make it fit better, and these are they're not gonna bend. That's what happens is the factory ones are they're such thin metal that they bend, and I believe it's actually this piece here that you can see bend. Eventually it will kind of go concave inward, and that will allow the hatch to kind of rotate and like shuffle its way down. So we're gonna fix that today. We got this. I think that's everything that you guys need to pay attention to. I will put the link into the description of the stuff that I got. It's I think they use it for like bathroom remodels and stuff. I don't know what they use it for. I just know that it's gonna work for us. So you can get a sheet of it for like $7. So link in the description as well. These hinges, I want to say, are like $60 or $70 on Amazon. Hawks has them, and they are well over 200, I believe. Hawks also has these, and I think they're like 50 to 60. They're $20 on Amazon. So I have no doubts that Hawks fit and finish is probably quite a bit more consistent, but these are pretty good in my opinion. So I'm gonna run with them. We're gonna install them, and yeah. So actually doing this is pretty easy. We have a plastic panel under where like on your 4th gens the sail panel would be, or if you get T-tops, I guess it's still a sail panel. There are 4 screws under there. You're gonna drop that plastic down. We'll do that quick. And then you're gonna have access to this side of the hinges. This side is gonna be the glass side. So we'll do one at a time, and we'll tuck it all back together with new hinges, new hardware, and hopefully it looks pretty good. So we are gonna put it on there. We're gonna then take the shocks off and release it down slowly so we can see how it aligns. We do have some give here, as you can see. So we're gonna adjust it, make it perfect, and then we'll lift it back up, tighten it down. And we'll do that until it's perfect. So that's what we're gonna do today. That's enough talking. I think you guys get it. Let's get started. All right, guys, so I removed this trim panel off camera. It's 4 screws. I have 3. I don't know if I dropped a third. or fourth rather. We got the panel off. You can see kind of where we're going for. We have 4 1/2-inch bolt or nuts that we're going to take off, and four more up top. So I'm going to start with the ones on the bottom, I think, just here on the driver's side. I'm going to pull them off the bottom first, and then I'm going to very slowly take the ones off of the glass here. So I think you can kind of see where that one's bent over there. This one seems a little bent too, and then we had some tint to remove. Kind of ugly, but yeah, we'll start with this side first, and wish us luck. One at a time. We'll take it out, put it back in. I'm going to do it very slowly to make sure that this isn't going to slide into the body here. I'm going to stuff that with some towels just to be safe, but just want to make sure that we're not going to cause any damage here. So I'll take our time and do it right. Before I get too carried away, I want to show you guys these a little bit closer. So we got the left side. I'm actually going to go like that. That's going to be the driver's side. That's going to be the passenger side. See where the R and the L are. I recommend you guys finding some that are side dependent, or at least marked side dependent, so that you can get a better idea of what's going to go where. Here's the replacement nuts that we have, nut and bolts. They're not the best. You can see how dull that looks, but once we're on the car, we should be able to polish them out, make them look better. So that's enough. We'll turn around and let's get this over with. One out. Just going to confirm that they match here, and they do. So they do match. I'm going to go get this one in because this thing is moving around a bit, and move on to the other side. because it's hot, half because I'm nervous. Moment of truth here. The bolts up into the chassis are tight. The ones on the window are finger tight, so it should give it a little room to play. Let's bring it down very slowly. Look pretty well centered. Ooh, that looks a lot better. Touch it down and see what it does. All right, guys, we're back down, and I should have showed you this gap earlier. The way they did it earlier. Here, actually, I'm gonna pop it. Ooh. Pop it and show you what I'm talking about. Remember, we use that 1/8 inch rubber type material. When they did the body on this car last time, they used that. That's like 1/4 inch, so it helped, or it caused. I can't tell if that's factory or not, but it looks like it caused the window to kind of sag a little bit, so there was a bigger gap here. The reason we took this down, or wanted to do this, because we were rubbing here. Now if I close it again, bring it down. So we're gonna do it nice and slow. I look pretty secure, but do it nice and slow. We'll touch. Let the motor close. I don't know how well you can see up there, but it's not touching up here anymore. So we've created our gap again. This still has a bigger gap, so it could probably come over a touch, but we did fix this as well, at least a decent bit. That's not as, the hatch was further out, so that got fixed. Over here looks good. All in all, looks good. Still kind of see our new hardware up in there, so that's kind of nice that you can actually see we did something. But all in all, the hatch fits better now. I'm pretty excited about that, so I can touch up that paint now. I shouldn't have to worry about that bouncing all over, and overall, an improvement. All right, guys, I don't, it has to be partially nervous sweat, not like I'm just fat and it's sweat, you know. A little nervous. I didn't want to break the windshield, or the back window. Whew. But it went well. It took me about 30 minutes. You guys will see it sped up, obviously, but about 30 minutes by myself, and kind of taking my time, and I'm happy with how it looks. So let's turn around, get our final look at it, and see what we did. So got those guys in there. I did get the trim panel back up in there, so no one will be wiser, any the wiser. That's in there. Everything looks good to go. So everything is done. Works well. These are maybe a little smoother as well coming down. The other ones are starting to get a little not so great. Just kind of corroded and stuff, but yeah, they don't really look all that bent. Maybe you can see maybe a tiny bit. We put that on a flat surface here. Still hard to see, but it is bent a little bit there. See, this one's bent as well. As you can see from this side. Yeah, again, bent a little bit. That was causing our gaps to be not perfect. Still not perfect, but they weren't from the factory. All I care about is it's not rubbing here again. I don't want that to get worse. So things are better. We're all snugged up, and is that just loose? That's just how that is. Okay, we can close this thing. The first few times I do this, I feel like I'm gonna take it nice and slow. I'm just a little sketched by it, but all in all, that gap is a lot better, way better. That was recessed like 1/4 inch, and it just looked goofy. So the gap looks better, and just kind of looking at the gap here. Let's go see what it looks like over there. It's got to be pretty close. I know it's not perfect, but I mean that's pretty dang close. So I don't know that we're gonna get it a whole lot better than that, guys. I'm pretty happy with how it looks, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I don't have to worry about these, they get worse over time. It's just a 3rd gen thing. So there we have it, guys. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm happy I got this done. I've been kind of putting it off because I didn't want to break the window, but I also didn't want it to get worse and ruin the body and stuff. So it's done. I'm happy. It looks good. I assume it'll last for a while. They seem like pretty decent pieces. Again, I'll put the links in the description. I do have to polish out the knob things up top just to make them all consistent, but that'll take 5-10 minutes. So that's about all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think. If I were to do this again, I would do it with 2 people for sure. It was a little difficult sometimes maneuvering the window and like catching it with my shoulder, just to make sure the hatch didn't kind of slam down, because it did just kind of want to twist and turn occasionally. So all in all, though, not too bad if you have 2 people. Super easy. If you have 1 person, obviously doable. You just watch me do it. So let me know if you have any questions below. Thanks for watching, and I hope to save you guys some time and effort, not having to pull that hatch off all the way. So thanks again, guys. We'll see you in the next video.